Hey, good morning, everyone. Jeff here at Beyond Freedom Family. Happy Wednesday to you. Beautiful, hot, sunny day here in New Hampshire. Hope you have a great day planned this day, and hope you had a wonderful day yesterday. So, we talked recently a couple times about how important it is to find examples, evidence of other people in the world that have accomplished great things, things similar to the things that we want in life to help to bolster our belief in ourselves. And today, I wanted to actually put out there an example of someone who most of us will know, who is a believer and practicer of the creative process. Jim Carrey. Most of you will know exactly who Jim Carrey is. Back in the day, some really silly, wonderful movies. But Jim Carrey is a quite impressive guy. A couple things I learned recently about him. He first actually started entertaining, believe it or not, when he was really young, like 5, 6 years old. Apparently, his mom suffered greatly from very painful arthritis, and being the loving son that he was, he wanted to help his mother feel better. So he would do these little entertaining skits, things to make her laugh, to help her to forget about the pain that she was in. And he actually talks about at some points in that time of his life a quote that he saw from Buddha, and I apologize if I'm butchering this quote, but something to the effect of true spirituality is the relief of pain, or true spirituality is the relief of others' pain. But he said when he read that, it was like, wow, this light bulb went on, because that was what he had been attempting to do for his mom as a child. So that was an aha moment for him. And then he also goes on to talk about his dad, how his dad was the funniest guy that he ever knew, always the life of the party. People loved him. And his dad's true passion was music. His dad, if I remember correctly, was a sax player. And that was his absolute love in life. And at one point, his dad and my mom decided they wanted to move the family from Canada to the U.S. And initially, his dad thought, well, I'll support my family being a sax player. I'll be a musician, because that's really what he loved. That was his true passion in life. But then he got terrified of the fact that he wasn't sure if he'd be able to support his family doing that in a new place. So he decided he would become an accountant, which he didn't like at all. But it served the purpose and supported the family. And Jim Carrey makes mention of how he literally watched his dad over the years, just the energy, that guy that was always there, just gradually disappearing and disappearing. How doing what he didn't like, what he hated doing, being an accountant, but something he felt he was obligated to do, just it sucked the life out of him, sucked the energy, sucked the soul out of him. And how the ultimate kick in the ass for his dad was to go through all that time doing something he hated, but then at 51 years of age, he got laid off. And that was like the bitter end of it. And at that point, Jim Carrey said to himself, this is, here I am. I'm afraid to really pursue what I love, because I'm afraid I'll fail. But obviously, I can fail just as easily and more painfully doing something that I hate. So if I can have that happen in either circumstance, I might as well just go for it and do what I love. And Jim Carrey, obviously, has been tremendously successful in his fields, but he is a believer in the creative process. He practices, manifestation. He trusts in the universe manifesting and helping him to manifest things. He actually tells a story about how he wrote himself a $10 million check initially, and in the memo section, for entertainment services. And eventually, and actually a relatively short period of time, I think it was just a couple of years, he actually had that happen. He actually received, $10,000 or $10 million, excuse me, for his entertainment services. And he continues to do that. He continues to practice the creative process, continues to put out there the things that he wants to manifest and allow the universe to deliver them. So, great example, Jim Carrey. Pretty intense guy. He's got some great videos out that he's done, just talking about, he's a firm believer in the power of now, being present, utilizing the universe's creative process. He's a big-time manifester of things in his life, and an example for all of us of what is possible when we believe we can do it, we set our minds to it, we take inspired action toward it, and we trust the universe and allow the universe to deliver to us what it is we desire. So with that, I wish you an amazing day today on Wednesday. You absolutely deserve it, and we'll see you tomorrow.